Hello, my name's Susannah Helman. I'm a curator in the exhibition section of the National Library of Australia. Today I'm here in our Treasures Gallery, which I've been working on, and we're looking at some of my favourite things. Behind me we have a bay of maps from our maps collection that really look at the history and rivalry of two major companies, two trading companies of the 17th and 18th centuries in Europe. They're the English East India Company and the Dutch East India Company. What we have is we've got early maps and later maps that show the interests that they had in the Far East. Particularly, there was a great rivalry for spices, and then the companies worked out spheres of influence. And the maps that we have here show that and trace that over time. What we've got here is a rare and important Dutch news map. It dates from 1603, but it was printed in 1607 to 10. And it reports on a battle fought between the Dutch and the Portuguese in December 1601. The Portuguese dominated trade to the Far East in the 16th century, and the battle in which the Dutch overpowered the Portuguese proved a key turning point. What's really interesting about this map is that it also features the Dijfken, which was the earliest documented European ship to travel to Australia. And it's this little one here, and it can be distinguished because we know that it had 6 cannon. It also has the heraldic arms of the Dutch East India Company, which is really interesting. So then we move on to a wonderful map that really gives you a lot of details about the Dutch East Asian centre of Batavia, which is, modern Jakarta. This map was actually printed in Nuremberg in 1762, but it really gives you such extraordinary detail on what the city looked like, all the features, and it's wonderfully valuable for the information it has in it. It's also coloured as well. And then behind me we have a map by John Senex, who was a great English map maker of the 18th century, and what we have here is his map of East Asia. The final map in this bay dates from the very late 18th century, so from 1797, and it shows you how much the European map of the world had changed over this period. We see here New Holland, or Terra Australis, mapped except for Bass Strait, so we know that it was prior to Flinders. So as a wrap-up, this really shows you how the European map of the world had changed over those 2 centuries where these two companies were rivals for trade in Asia.